The Psychology of People Who Cry Easily. Part 1. Why Some People Cry More Than Others. Crying easily isn't a weakness, it's a wiring. Some people's emotional systems are built like vintage radios, highly sensitive, beautifully tuned, and capable of picking up signals other people don't even notice. Where others hear static, they hear the whole broadcast. People who cry easily often have nervous systems that respond quickly to emotional shifts. Joy, sadness, frustration, overwhelm, tenderness, nostalgia. It's not dramatic, it's responsive. And here's the kicker. Crying is one of the body's fastest emotional release valves. Some people just have easier access to it. Part 2. The biology behind the tears. Crying is a full body event. It's not just emotion. It's hormones, stress chemicals, and your nervous system trying to regulate itself. People who cry easily often have higher emotional sensitivity, stronger empathy responses, lower thresholds for emotional activation, more active mirror neuron systems. Translation: their bodies react faster and more intensely to emotional cues. This isn't a flaw, it's a feature. It means their emotional dashboard lights up sooner, which helps them process feelings instead of storing them like forgotten leftovers in the back of the fridge. Part 3. The role of childhood and early experiences. People who cry easily often grew up in environments where emotions were either highly expressed, so crying became a natural outlet, or highly suppressed, so crying became the only safe release. Both paths lead to the same destination, a person whose emotions show up quickly and visibly. If you grew up walking on emotional eggshells, your nervous system learned to stay alert. If you grew up around big feelings, your nervous system learned to respond in kind. Either way, crying became a language. Part 4. The empathy factor. People who cry easily often feel other people's emotions like they're standing under a waterfall. They don't just understand feelings, they absorb them. This is why they cry at commercials, music, movies, someone else crying, someone else almost crying, dogs being reunited with their owners, literally any story involving grandparents. Their empathy dial isn't set to medium, it's set to broadcast live from the heart. Part 5. The overwhelm threshold. Crying easily is often a sign of emotional saturation. When the brain gets overwhelmed, even by small things, tears show up as the body's way of saying, "We need a moment." This can happen when too many tasks pile up, someone raises their voice, plans change suddenly, they feel misunderstood, they feel rushed. It's not about the moment itself, it's about everything that moment represents. Part 6. The misunderstanding of too sensitive. People who cry easily get labeled as too sensitive, too emotional, or overreacting. But here's the truth. Sensitivity is just emotional awareness with the volume turned up. People who cry easily often notice tone shifts, micro-expressions, emotional tension, unspoken disappointment, subtle changes in energy. They're not overreacting. They're reacting to things other people don't even register. Part 7. The connection between crying and emotional intelligence. Crying easily is often linked to higher emotional intelligence. Why? Because people who cry easily process emotions instead of suppressing them, recognize emotional cues quickly, feel deeply, connect deeply, reflect deeply. They're not fragile, they're fluent. They speak the language of emotion without needing subtitles. Part 8. The social side of crying. People who cry easily often feel embarrassed about it because society treats tears like a malfunction. But crying is one of the most universal human behaviors. It signals vulnerability, authenticity, connection, emotional truth. People who cry easily often create deeper relationships because their emotional openness invites others to be real too. They're the people you call when you need someone who won't judge you. Part 9. The strength in crying easily. Crying easily doesn't mean you're weak. It means your emotional system works. Your body knows how to release stress. You don't bottle things up. You're connected to your inner world. People who cry easily often bounce back faster because they don't store emotional tension like unpaid bills. They let it out, and that's strength. Part 10. What it really means to be a crier. It means you feel deeply. It means you care. It means your emotional wiring is tuned to honesty. People who cry easily are often intuitive, empathetic, emotionally honest, self-aware, connected. They're the emotional historians of the world, the ones who remember how things felt, not just what happened. Today's topic takeaway: crying easily. Crying easily is emotional fluency, not fragility. Your tears are a release valve, not a flaw. Feeling deeply is a strength, not a burden. Your sensitivity is a signal, not a problem to fix. Your kiosk is open. Honor the wiring you came with.